The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He's checking. Check one.
Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Jackson now. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. What's twin?
Hey, gun. 1, Omaha.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense.
A give to Kamara running right.
You ain't going nowhere.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
I got you, boy. I got you.
13!
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Jackson. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Call it a pickup of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10.
Throw right. Three down. Slant. Check the backer. Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Here we go.
Chewing up.
First down, Baltimore.
Three down. Watch A9, short.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on second and 6. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jackson, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal.
Check three.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here we go. Wait, AD!
No chance.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Alert!
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Black 80!
59. We got to get the ball, Z. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check. Check your hot read.
12, fellas. Here we go.
No. Off.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On second down, Kamara. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Mike, here we go. Wait, 80! 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot.
Show it up. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
I got you.
Get ready. Alert 3. Check 31.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Eluding the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They
put it aside. Let's find out.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
15, single. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Watch the eye.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
65.
From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Flush to his right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. To throw is Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Safe.
11, 13. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 180! Lock!
What we got?
I got you.
Mike 54. Watch the run.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Check right. Check hot route. Hot.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Toss play, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming.
Hey, gun.
You got double up.
12.
Check 59.
Garoppolo looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Alert! Recon, 132 fighter. White.
On first down, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. The quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go.
I got you.
Banjo. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brings up third down.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
21.
Hatchet.
Sick. Go ahead.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Under 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And a bus here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
no run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's 2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go. 180!
59. All day. Check 9.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 3.
Hey, gun.
I got it.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here we go.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Hey. Watch twist.
White.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Being chased out left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
You got tight right there. Check off. Check 37. March 43.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
43 at the mark.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
To
throw is Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third and 7.
switch.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard line.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete to Graham. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Watch the whip.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
43 is the mic.
To throw again. Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. Fresno. Hey, check 24. Switch. Rush in. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep.
Now Jackson throwing on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go. 180!
Check, 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Pick the edge. Come on.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 4. Watch out.
Go ahead.
They run it again with Kamara.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Going deep downfield for Rump. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Shift. Okay. Wide. Get wide.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't it?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on quarterback.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On third down, Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here.
Check. Crunch.
On fourth down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here we go. Check three.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
No.
Kamara try the right side. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Here we go. 180!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. With it is Brown. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 73 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.